What's up guys, welcome back. On this video, I share with you 8 lessons that I've learned on my first year as a digital entrepreneur. Welcome back guys to video number 3 out of 100 days of videos that are coming your way on this channel. I cannot wait. If you guys are excited and don't want to miss out, hit that notification bell and that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time I release a video. All right, so today's video, we have another contest. It is a big one today. It's probably my biggest contest I've ever done. A 24-hour contest. At the end of 24 hours, I'm going to give a $10,000 per month product idea on Amazon FBA. It is going to be crazy. All you have to do to enter this contest is jump in the comments below and type something. Anything you want. It could be maybe a comment on this video, what are your thoughts, maybe just to say hello. But leave a comment below and that enters you for the 24-hour contest. The winners of that contest will be announced in tomorrow's video's description. All right, so make sure you come back tomorrow and see if you've won the contest. All right, now on to the video. 8 lessons that I've learned my first year becoming a digital entrepreneur. These are big lessons and I cannot wait to share them with you. Number 1, what is your why? Last year, at the end of the year, I was wasting my life. I was partying, I was hanging out with the wrong people, I was doing the wrong things. It just wasn't good. I didn't have my why lined up. I was a mess, all right? So I wasn't clear, I wasn't focused. So what I need you guys to do is get clear on your why. What do you want in life? Think of something really cool. I mean, picture yourself in 80 years. What would you want to have accomplished looking back at your life? I think that's the most powerful thing that I could say to you is, if you're 80 years old, looking back at your life, what would you wish you could have done? What would you wish you did? And I think it's super important to try and live a life to minimize your regrets moving forward. So my why was I wanted freedom. I wanted to live a life on my own terms. I wanted to do what I wanted, when I wanted, where I wanted. All right, it's super important to me that I do that in my life, and that was my why. I didn't want to be tied down. I didn't want to be stuck working a 9 to 5. I didn't want to look at people on Instagram and be like, man, I wish that was me, or why can't I do that? I didn't want to look back and be like, oh, I wish I took this challenge, or I wish I started this business, because maybe I would have had the freedom to do what I wanted. All right, so make sure your why is really clear. Make sure it's powerful. Make sure it motivates you. Make sure it pushes you. I find a good why often makes it easier on the steps moving forward. So get clear, spend some time on it. Don't decide overnight, but make sure it's strong. Make sure you're compelled to it. Make sure it makes you get up every single day and take massive action, okay? So what is your why? Number 2, make a decision. I cannot tell you how most of you are stuck on this stage. Make a decision is most important part of all of these steps. My decision came in kind of like a 3-part process. Over the last 8 years, I've wanted to be where I'm at right now. It's taken me this long to get here. It's not an overnight success story like many of you think. So for the first 7 years, I was always wanting success. I wanted this lifestyle, and I wanted to be free. I wanted opportunity. I never had it. So the first decision was I wanted it. The second decision came last year, at the end of last year. I had a girlfriend at the time. She wasn't a good girlfriend. She was bad for me. She was the party one, and basically my life was going in the wrong direction, and I was kind of in a downward spiral. Going into 2017, I made a decision that I wasn't going to make a new year. I was going to make a new year count. I've been in many situations before where December was, I was pumped up, I was motivated, I was going to make the next year count, and year after year, I had the same results, I had the same success. So pissed off at myself that I was in a relationship that I wasn't happy with, and going into 2017 without a plan. I made a decision that I was going to change my life in 2017, and that was the first part of my decision. So I got out of the relationship and I got focused. I got a job working as a bartender, as many guys know. I wasn't even a bartender, I was a back server, so I was polishing glasses. So mid-February, I was at this co-working party, and we're hanging out, we're having a good time, playing some beer pong, and this girl comes up to me, and she goes, "Hey James, come over here." And I was like, "Oh, cool, all right, let's go talk." And she looks at me, and she has this look on her face, and I'll never forget this moment for the rest of my life. She looks at me with disgust, and she goes, "What happened to you?" And I just remember my stomach sank. It felt like life just punched me right in the gut. And she goes, "You used to have all these big ideas, you used to talk about success. Why are you here with the rest of us?" I tell you what, that motivated me like nothing else has ever motivated me before. That night, I went home immediately, and I was like, that's it, no more. That was my decision, that was my turning point. And from there, I didn't look back. I was full force, gung-ho, that was it. I was embarrassed. I was honestly disgusted with myself, I was embarrassed, and that was my decision. So the decision sometimes is not always a quick decision. Sometimes it's a long buildup of events, and to me, it was like, it led up to an eruption. It was like, okay, now it's go time. So that was that. So from there, it was, what was I willing to give up? I was willing to give up everything. I was in a position to do so. I was living at home with my family. I didn't have any bills. I didn't have any responsibilities. I didn't have a family of my own. I was free to sacrifice everything, and that's what I did. I gave up my friends. I gave up social time. I gave up drinking on the weekends. I gave up watching movies. I gave up everything I could afford to lose in order to pursue my dream. And I think that's really important for you guys to think about, what are you willing to give up? What can you give up in order to get what you want? And I think if you sit down and write, you'll find that you have a lot more time in the day than what you realize you have. So that's number 3. What are you willing to give up? Number 4, strategy. Pick a champion. If you want to be a professional bodybuilder, it makes no sense to go up to your buddy who's overweight and doesn't go to the gym to ask for advice, right? You want to go to the person who's built the biggest, baddest body, and you want to ask him, what did you do to look like that, right? You got to find out the answers. You got to find out the best strategy to get to where you want to go. And the best people to do that are the people who have already done what you're willing to do, all right? When I got serious and decided I was going all in, I found the experts online, and that I studied them as much as I could. I learned what they were doing. I did it to a T. I didn't recreate the wheel. I didn't figure out new strategies to sell on Amazon. I figured out what they were doing, and I tried to do it as best as I could. That was it. And I think that's very similar to all things in life. So pick a champion, model your strategy off of their strategy, and make improvements where you can, I would say. So number 4, pick a champion. Number 5, change your environment. This is huge. I can't tell you, in the 8 years that I've been pursuing this opportunity, how many times I've gone to an event or been with a group of people who had me fired up, motivated, and we were excited, and I went home ready, charged up, and 24 hours later I was bummed out and not motivated anymore. So that had a lot to do with my environment and who you hang out with. All my friends and family back home, they are happy with their 9-to-5 life, and that's totally fine. I wanted more. So when I was hanging out with them, I realized that I wasn't okay with going to a bar on a Friday night. I wasn't okay with, wasting a full weekend just because it's the weekend. To me, that was work time. And it just bummed me out. I had to pick between my friends or my dream. That's a really tough decision to make. And it really took me a while to get onto that. So what I learned was I had to give them up. I had to not totally give them up, but I had to give them limited access. I didn't see them as often as I did. I put them on a part-time schedule. I made new friends. I turned to the internet. I didn't know anybody around myself, my home, where I could network and bounce ideas off of, $1 million ideas. I couldn't talk to them about that. But I found friends on the internet, and I found them through Facebook groups. Join a Facebook group and start talking to people. I have a Facebook group. There's 14,000 members in there. It's a really good community. We support each other. Tell you what, if you get in there and you start talking to people, you'll have a support system like you'd never have before. So it's really important that even if you don't have a network around you, make a network online. Do what you can. Another thing that I did to change my environment is I put up a vision board on my house. I made a great big wall. It was all the things that I wanted. At the time, it was all like luxury things and cars and homes and attractive girl and all that stuff. That was all on the wall, and I visualized it every day. I saw it. It reminded me of what my goal was. And then I did what I could to go from a vision board, but to a vision environment. So I drove to the neighborhood where the big homes were. I shopped where the rich people shopped. I started speaking to them when I was out in public. I did what I could to be part of that environment. And you don't have to be rich to hang out with the rich people. Like at expensive grocery stores, I went in there to buy grapes, and just so I could shop where the rich people shopped. And I did everything I could to make myself and change my environment to be a successful person. Okay, so that's number 5, change your environment. Number 6, plan your work and work your plan. This part is crucial, all right? What do I mean by that? The strategy that you learn from your champion, the mentor, the role model that you picked, this is where you put it into action, okay? For me, that was the 2-month grind of sitting in my room every day, putting in the work that it took to be successful. Studying YouTube videos, asking questions, networking with successful people in the field, making mistakes, failing forward, taking massive action. If my mentor told me it took 8 hours, I put in 16. I didn't want to leave anything on the table. The other part to that is working your plan, staying consistent. I didn't work for 16 hours one day and throw in the towel the next day. I made sure that I was persistent with the plan and stuck to it until I was successful. You'll go through lots of ups and downs. You'll go through lots of fires where, I like to call them, fighting fires. Something pops up and you have to put it out really quick and keep going. As an entrepreneur, it's not like you have your vision in your mind of what your goal is supposed to be like, and you think it's just a straight line to victory. It's not. There's a lot of ups and downs and problems and things that go crazy. And you have to be willing to work through all that in order to get to the best part. And that's victory. Number 7, victory. I could not tell you when I first hit my goal. My goal on Amazon was $100 a day. And to me, that meant victory. It meant that I could travel anywhere in the world. It meant that I could live where I wanted. I had my income mobile, so that was my goal. That was victory. I did that in my 3rd day selling on Amazon. And it baffled me. I was so pumped up, I was so happy, and the next 2 months was just insane. Sales were going to like $750,000, $1,000 a day, and then I started doing affiliate marketing, and that blew up, and that was $1,000, $2,000 a day on top of my Amazon skills. So it was just baffling to me of how quickly I've hit victory once all the ducks were in place. All right. Now, the problem was once I hit victory and once I had all this success coming and money was coming in and I was traveling, that created a problem for me. I got comfortable. I got relaxed. I didn't worry about work anymore. I created a Facebook group, yes, but I also stopped posting on YouTube, as you guys noticed. I stopped caring about Amazon. I was getting affiliate marketing commissions, and if you guys know what affiliate marketing is, I was literally doing nothing and thousands of dollars were coming in every single week. So I was traveling. I had a great time. But the problem was, once you don't use what you have, you lose it. So success stopped coming in. Affiliate sales stopped coming in. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe I can't get too comfortable here. Maybe I have to keep going. So that's what I learned. That's rule number 8, and that's keep moving forward. Once you've hit victory, keep applying yourself, keep improving, keep working at building a better craft, keep learning the skills needed to take your game to another level. Keep your end goal in mind. What do you want? Keep working towards that. Keep pushing. Don't stop. I mean, this is entrepreneur life isn't a 9 to 5. It doesn't have a punch in, punch out, system. You're in it, and it's life. So make sure that you're ready for that. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. To recap quickly, what is your why? Make a decision. What are you willing to give up? Pick a champion, choose a strategy. If you guys are running east looking for a sunset, you're not going to find it. All right, so make sure you guys have a good strategy. Change your environment, plan your work your plan, achieve that victory, and keep moving forward. Keep striving for that end result. And remember, entrepreneurship is a lifestyle, not a job. So make it count. If you guys like this video, make sure you like it, thumbs up it, subscribe it, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we post a video. Trying to hit every day at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. Eastern time, noon, lunchtime, Toronto time. I think that's a good time frame to release these videos, so you can expect videos to be released by then. For those of you doing the contest, I cannot wait to announce the winner 24 hours from now. One of you is going to win that $10,000 product idea. Cannot wait. So we'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. All right.